hiding in BC's Okanagan Valley. There's a secret. There's a skiing secret.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
This place doesn't get as much hype as a Whistler or a Banff,
Where am I?
but it's top notch.
No way. SilverStar frickin' rocks, man.
It's not the kind of place that wins in any category. There's no alpine, you know, it's not the steepest, scariest resort. It doesn't have the deepest snow all the time, and it doesn't have some crazy party village. Look. But it was just really good.
I-35 with the top down, quit to tell a hater they should get like me.
It's actually quite delicious today. Sometimes the sauce doesn't hit, but I think it's because I leave it in my ski bag for like a month and have like a bunch of random people's tongues on it. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, that's better. I can't be trying to do a review video if I'm not choking on hot peppers the entire time. Skiable acreage and skiable vertical. SilverStar's a girthy girl, and she's got 3,282 acres of skiable terrain and over 130 marked runs, making it the third largest ski resort in British Columbia. The vertical drop is about 760 meters or around 2,500 feet. So for all you vert bags out there, there's plenty of vertage to enjoy. SilverStar is located just a stone's throw and a coffee sip outside of Vernon, BC. There's accommodation right up on the resort area. There's lots of different accommodation options. Not an overly big village, but we're here for the skiing anyways, right? Nice, humble, kind of European looking feel. SilverStar is broken up into 4 different main areas. The Vance Creek, also known as the front side, part of the resort. That's where a lot of the kind of easier groomed terrains hanging out. Super fun area. You've got the backside, also known as the Putnam Creek side. Super sick. There's like 50 marked black and double black runs off the back of there. Maybe it's 40. My numbers are always off. Then you've got the Attridge side and you've got the Silverwoods. Silverwoods is also kind of a big beginner zone. So those are your main zones. If you're a steep skiing hound, you know, you want the bumps, you want some pow, you want some trees, you want it steep, you want to ski vert. The backside's the place where you're going to play. Attridge, it's got some super flowy runs, slower chair. It's very easy to navigate the mountain. There's the gondola that essentially goes up right from the village. And when you go up that gondola, then you can start accessing kind of all the different areas of the mountain. SilverStar has a total of 10 lifts, including 1 gondola. You've also got a couple high-speed quads. I thought the lift system was pretty efficient, pretty quick. The Attridge chair is slower, but other than that, all the lifts are kind of high speed, and you're able to ski a lot of vert in a single day. SilverStar is a great mountain for beginners. It's filled with lots of open, wide, arcing runs for beginners to enjoy. As a beginner, you'll be able to explore most of the mountain minus the backside, which you can do if you're comfortable skiing a blue called El Dorado. But as a beginner, you can pretty much experience most of the key parts of the mountain, which is really fun, especially if you're not a super confident skier. I'd recommend hanging out a little bit on the Comet Express on some of the front side green runs, or hanging out on the Silverwoods chair is a great spot. And for beginners who are looking to improve, it's pretty easy to just pop into like really chill blue glades on the side of some of these runs and chill bumps that are mellow, so you can really start to improve your skiing ability as you go throughout the day. SilverStar is a great place to carve. I'm pretty sure they do a lot of those like CSIA level 3 and level 4 courses at SilverStar. They've got some fabulous carving runs. One of the first runs I did of the day was called Face, and it was a groomed black diamond right underneath the gondola, and it was fast and just incredible. There's a couple black runs, I already forget them, that they groomed on the backside as well that were just so steep and so fast. Anything off the Comet, the blue runs are all just gonna ski super nice as well. Yeah, lots of good groomed terrain. Advanced and expert terrain. So SilverStar doesn't have any ball busting, knee buckling, pants crapping extreme skiing. But what it does have is a lot of super unique and fun kind of chute style runs, gully style runs through the trees. So the entire mountain is pretty much subalpine. You're not getting any big alpine skiing there. But the backside for advanced skiers is just such a cool zone. The backside doesn't get that much traffic, and you've got about 50 runs to choose from. And a lot of these runs are like gullies, almost, they feel like almost like couloirs through the trees, very steep, very sustained, 600 meters top to bottom. It's an absolute thigh crusher at SilverStar, and skiing that kind of vert is really good. The way I would like to explain it is like, look, like if you were skiing these runs, but it was wide open, alpine, paradise, views, rock walls, you'd feel like you're having the best run of your life. And that's what these runs are like. The pitch is perfect. They're steep, they're sustained, they're super fun, and there's lots of them, but you just don't have like those views and that alpine feel. A lot of the black runs at SilverStar are going to be bumpy unless they've had fresh snow. So even when I was skiing there, a lot of the runs had some bumps underneath the fresh snow, but it still was like fresh enough that it was soft and super fun. And like, I'm no stranger to bumps, but if you got there on a really, really icy day, it could be kind of tricky. But the backside, for any advanced and expert skier out there, it's going to keep you completely satiated. You get creative. There's things to jump off. A few of my favorite runs were Canatastic to Dugnog. I really liked that. I also really liked kind of free fall white elephant area over there, kind of bopping in and out of the trees. I found that super fun, but the mixed terrain on the backside is just really, really good skiing back there. Just good old school skiing. It's not showy, it's just skiing, and it feels good. There's two other areas the advanced or expert skiers also have to play around on other than the backside, and that's just under the gondola. So underneath the gondola has some really fun kind of open terrain. So this terrain's kind of cut a bit more open. There's a couple fun drops. Looked like a lot of jumps were made or rocks are there. So I had a couple really fun laps where I just charged down under the gondola, kept lapping this gondola and jumping off stuff, making turns around things, enjoying the snow. Like, the gondola was super fun. And another great area to try is the Attridge side. The chair is slower, so you're not going to lap as much vert, but it holds snow longer because people tend to ski over there a little less. And you've got some super sweet lines, kind of Attridge face coming under the chair, kind of like a nice off-camber run where you get a couple nice steep arcing turns in. I really like the Attridge side as well. So make sure if you're an advanced or expert skier, you could spend your whole day on the backside, but don't forget to do a couple Gondi laps and do a couple laps on Attridge. It's super fun. SilverStar is absolutely teething with awesome tree skiing. I loved skiing all the trees off the backside. You can just kind of jump into the trees wherever you feel like and find sweet lines. If you want something a bit more spaced, an area called Deer Park was super cool, and it's super approachable for intermediate riders looking to explore the trees. So you got Deer Park and Lower Deer Park, both great zones to just explore, ski through, wide open, small trees, really, really fun. And you should definitely ski it at least once on your visit to SilverStar. If you're looking for some space glades that are also pretty mellow, check out the Silverwoods area. There's lots of nice spaced, approachable glades for people that don't, want to be going 40 degrees down through tight trees and want something, a little more cruisy, a little more fun. I thought it was super epic and fun and holding snow in there. So a POW day at SilverStar, you're going to get some awesome, awesome tree turns. Snow conditions and climate. SilverStar gets nuked with about 700 centimeters of snow each season, which is super solid. That's nothing, to be ashamed or worried about. You're going to get lots of POW days at SilverStar, but you're not getting a bunch of huge days. SilverStar, kind of like some of the resorts in the Rockies, it gets more of a constant kind of spurt of snow. So it's not like the coastal crazy 50, 100 centimeter dumps. It's getting the spurts of snow, which is great though, because it just constantly resets, keeps those groomers tight and grabby, and also keeps those black runs nice and soft. When the clouds decide to just release all at once overnight and you get an absolutely insane snow dump, you're going to be at heaven on earth at SilverStar. It's dry, it's cold there, so you're going to get that dry champagne powder, which you dream of, that Okanagan champagne powder, you're gonna get it. Can get cold. You're in the Okanagan, you're in the interior, so some days can get pretty chilly, but colder weather is better than warm hot weather when it comes to snow. When I was there, the lower parts of the backside were a little bit warmer and some of the snow was getting like a little bit slushy and snotty, but that happens. It's a mountain. Weather changes. Not a big deal. Backcountry access. SilverStar's really got no backcountry access. I think there's a couple hike runs. Maybe it was called Elder Point, if I'm remembering correct. But there's not really like any true big backcountry terrain or lines in the area. SilverStar is super family friendly. There's everything you're gonna want for every skill level to hang out on, to ski on. It's easy enough to ski to one of the lodges during the day. You're not, miles away in case someone gets cold or someone gets hungry. And it's just a good feel to have like your family up there, maybe stay in a chalet or something. It's relaxing, it's not as fast paced as some of these bigger resorts, not as crazy. It's a little more low key, and that makes it like a pretty fun experience as a family going up there, and everyone's friendly.
Hey, buddy, can I get back to the resort that way?
You can drop there at the bank here.
Beauty. Thanks.
Go right down to the actor's chair.
Okay, cool. Okay, my first day here, I came out of the bushes there, and then I was just like, "What the hell?"
It's a bit of a maze back here.
Yeah, the snow was good.
It's so good.
Thanks, man.
People are really friendly, very friendly. I maybe just the sea to sky people are just mean. Like, I don't know. Views. It's not a views like the Rockies or like Garibaldi. Like, you're just not getting those level of views, but still nice. You're still up high and you're still getting a cool view without a doubt, but it's not like you're not in, a crazy alpine mountain landscape like some of the other mountains that you can experience. I think SilverStar is a mountain that's going to make any skier who just really wants to ski quite happy, if that makes sense. You're not getting those mega Lake Louise, Banff Sunshine, Rockies views. You're not getting the alpine ball-busting terrain of Kicking Horse or Whistler Blackcomb. But what you are getting is just a really good ski resort. Like, I left there feeling so satisfied and so skied out. Like that feeling when you finish the day and you're like, I went hard, I skied a lot of vert, I had fun, I wasn't freaked out, I felt comfy. It's like, it's true skiing, man. You just go and you have a really good time, and everyone can have a really good time. So that's kind of like talking off the cuff, kind of how I feel about it. Lots of diversity in terrain, lots of fun just for pure raw skiing. Personally, I would plan a trip there over going to Whistler Blackcomb just because it's going to be more relaxing, in general. But such a fun place. SilverStar should definitely be on your hit list if you haven't been there. And it's somewhere you can take everyone in your family and have a freaking awesome time. There you have it. There's SilverStar. I kind of like it. Kind of like it a lot. I like it a lot. Let me know in the comments if you've skied SilverStar. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know your review on SilverStar in the comments. I love to hear it. I think it's fun when we all chat in the comments about like what we think about mountains and kind of, keep building this community, and hearing from other people is super cool. Run recommendations, whatever you have, whatever you think, throw it in the comments. Maybe you like it, maybe you hate it. Just put it there. It's fun. We're getting closer to ski season every day here. Fresh snow is going to be falling soon, and I'll be out of the ski dungeon here and back to the real stuff, making real new videos for you guys. So I couldn't be more stoked. But until then, keep getting stoked for ski season. Stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one.